Alright, folks, down to a simple best of 3. 2-all between these guys. Let's try that one again. My words, they not work. Some dramatic play thus far. But it's now down to this. Best of 3, we're going to kick it off on GSL Terminus SE very, very shortly indeed. And yes, this version does actually have that sodding Asian sound. I knew it! I was getting paranoid and think, am I hearing random Asian tones for no reason? But no, actually this version of the map does make that noise. So yeah, see? It's like the cats on Crossfire. I told you, the cats were there. You didn't believe me, the cats were there. This guy has random samurai spawning in the middle of the map for no apparent reason. Playing traditional Asian music. Why? Who knows? Empire.Kas might know. We'll ask him. He's in the blue trunks and he is playing Terran to the south. See, he remembers it, yeah? Versus his opponent, mouz.MaNa. And my god, has Mana spawned in an awkward spot. Aha. An awkward damn spot. And I've actually said this twice in this tournament, but I'm going to say it a third time. I do not like this version of the map. I do not like Terminus when it allows these spawn positions because of this. Basically, you expand towards the Terran player, and you let the Terran player drop you 5 million times, and you can't do anything about it. I hate it. I think it's fairly awful, but there you go. That's just a personal opinion. We'll see if Kas is able to exploit that to his advantage here. Barracks coming down for Kas, not going for any kind of CC first nonsense. Could be a Nexus first from Mana, it's very likely to be. Almost certainly going to be here. And the problem is that generally means Kas will take an earlier... well, Kas is going to expand after that, but then you'll see an earlier third here from Mana, and you'll realize, oh, I'm expanding towards my opponent. And you see that little void in the center? That's not a difficult hop for dropships. Not at all. It's going to be something that Kas would be wise to exploit in this game, and may be able to take it as a direct result, but that last game was really interesting. Seeing Mana coming back from that, still, that secret hidden base did save his ass. The ass of Kas. If you didn't know, by the way, Kas is actually an orange soda in Spain, as I discovered when I went for a drink, and it actually faked me out. It lied. It was a proxy Kas. It was a bit of a fake out. I expected Fanta, but I received Kas instead, and you know what? Suddenly I felt like a better Terran player. So yes, Kas Orange Soda, available in Spain, so if you ever happen to go there, buy a Kas. And then, of course, if you're anywhere else, you can buy an ST. An ST is actually not available in the UK. Some of you might not realize that, but no, it is not available in the UK. I imagine you can probably get it imported, such as, say, Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew not exactly available here either. Headache-inducing crap that it is. But yeah, you cannot get an ST. It's... We don't like that brand. I don't know why. It's in every other country. The first time I ever saw an actual can of an ST was in Italy when I cast the Ultimate Gaming Championship. And you know what? I said, oh, it's an ST! And all me and Apollo did for the entire set was drink Nestea. We drank peach Nestea every single day because we could. And you know what? It made Apollo a better Zerg player. And you know what? It made me a terrible Zerg player. I suppose some kind of karmic trade-off. In the meantime, Mana, needless to say, going for 2 gateways, which is very, very common. You pretty much always go for 2 gateways directly after a Nexus first because your army count is significantly behind. So if you don't do that, you're really vulnerable to getting pushed early in the game. Now, I've seen Kas do this before. This is a nasty build. It's very, very dangerous. It's 4 racks, 3 in a proxy position. In fact, I'm fairly sure... Did he go against a... Who was he going up against? I'm trying to remember. Actually, he did this against Nurtio, if I recall correctly. And he was in exactly the same position as well. However, he is going against Mana's Stalker Micro, which is a bit more threatening. We'll see how that one turns out for him. Mana keeps both those Stalkers alive and continues to wear down at this force. This control from Mana is just it's so ridiculously good. Several SCVs, and actually, Kas is pretty much going all in here. If he loses that many SCVs, there's not a lot you can really do. Mana's having to pull probes as well. Bunker's going down, and Mana loses a Stalker in the process. This is looking nasty. Kas continuing to push his way in here, and that's a lot of injured Marines. If he's able to target fire them down effectively, he'll be in a great spot, and that's... There we go, there's all the pros being pulled off. Looks for the surround. Can he get the surround? He could, very easily. They aren't going anywhere. Nobody gets out of this situation alive. However, MaNa's taking a bit of a battering economically, but he's still way, way ahead. Looks like he's going to be able to hold this. Bunker will not go off. Down it goes. 19 probes to 11 SCVs. Still 8 Marines on the field, but Stalkers... I'm afraid not. Kas complaining about lag once again. He's actually been complaining about this for days now, and... yeah, his internet's been screwed up, which of course is very unfortunate, but there you go. MaNa takes it. Kas goes for the all-in and fails, and MaNa 1 game away from taking this entire tournament. Well, you know what? It worked against Nurchio, but it certainly didn't work against MaNa. MaNa holds on to that very nicely indeed. MaNa 1 game away from taking the championship. What a great Christmas present for him that would be. I can tell you that for a fact. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back very shortly with what could potentially be the final game of this tournament.